How's it going, everyone? In this video, we're gonna go over what home means to us. I had a special story that I'd like to tell everyone today, and I hope this invites you to think of your own story in your own life where this could apply. And if it hasn't happened just yet, I wish you all the best to have an experience like this, like no other. I became a part of an incredible team for a nonprofit organization called Elrethia's House of Purpose. My partner's grandmother is the founder, Miss Ruth, and she's done an incredible job along with the great team behind her in bringing about change and positive impact to the local San Antonio community, helping families and individuals in need of food and clothing. And it's really been worthwhile having been a part of the team this past year. Moving into 2025, I rounded up the end of the year with giving back thanks to the whole team, honestly, for blessing me with this opportunity to serve alongside everyone. And one of the team members that I've really connected with and had been inspired by their personal story and testimony, I was gifted with a present of my very own, having the intention to give a gift to this individual for a belated Christmas gift. It's funny how timing works and divine timing specifically operates. I had missed a couple opportunities to give this gift to them. Back at Christmas time, I forgot it at home. Rounding into 2025, I kept running errands, so I couldn't go during the business hours. Skip to yesterday, when I finally was able to find some time to go as promised and also help out for like an hour or two, which was awesome. I was able to catch up with everyone, talk with Miss Ruth about plans for 2025, and was able to see that this individual was in helping out with another awesome team member. I told Miss Ruth I could stay for an hour or two to help out, and I was able to go to the back and help with the two team members. And I was like, hey, I finally got your Christmas present. I brought it in for you. And they were really excited. They were like, oh, thank you. They put it aside, and we proceeded to talk about how our new year was kicking off. And we got to chatting, and we talked about some of our New Year's resolutions. And one of the other team members had stepped out for a quick minute. And while they were out, me and this team member had continued on talking, and I had asked them, hey, what is something that you were proud of from 2024 moving into 2025? And I couldn't believe what they had said in that moment, how it unfolded, because it was so synchronistic, so aligned and interconnected. I couldn't have asked for a better experience, better moment in time. But they continued to say how proud they were of themselves for recognizing how far they've come. Having moved to a completely new state, starting their life completely over, to having to find their way and navigate through starting over, to finding a community within the Elrethia's House of Purpose space, to finding their way and finding who they are and who they are continuing to become, and getting ignited about that and passionate about being self-assured and being resilient through some of the really hard times that they've been through and that they are continuing to move through and overcome. They finally ended with, "I finally feel at home." And in that moment, it struck me, wow, I need to tell them to open their gift right now. I'm not a magician, I swear, or anything like that, but what you just told me about finding your way and finding what home means to you, finding your home here, I want you to open up your gift. It was a wooden sign that had caught my eye at a local store, home store that I had gotten it from. And it screamed, it yelled, "This is for this person." Instantly, I connected with it. The energy jumped out at me and I got it for them. And with the intention of them decorating their new apartment, their new home that they were securing for themselves. I later found out at the time that I was originally going to give them the gift that unfortunately didn't fall through. So when I talk about divine timing, that's what I mean. Not at that time was it most opportune to give it to them, but this time, here and now, in this present moment, couldn't have been more perfect. Jumping back to yesterday, having known that certain things didn't fall through, I was a little hesitant to give them the gift because originally my intention for the gift was to have it fill up that new space for them. But I'm glad that I didn't hold back and I finally was able to present them with their gift in that moment because it was there to serve in that moment. So jumping back to the sign, it was a wooden sign that read, I quote, "This is home." After this individual had shared their beautiful experience and their beautiful story of reflection and how proud they were of how far they've come, how they found their new home, "This is home" couldn't have been a better statement to finish off with. And in that moment, I was like, wow, this is what it feels like to feel at home. As a military kid, I truly never felt home anywhere because I was everywhere. And when I say that was not only a gift for them, but it was a gift for myself as well, that's what I mean. It all came full circle in that very moment. And I am so blessed to have been able to experience what that moment felt like. So with that being said, I wanted to share this personal story because I think it's such a great feeling and such a great story to be able to tell and to be able to experience with more people who mean a lot to us and who we may not know too well about, who we're still getting to know, who we work alongside with every day or frequently. To open up our hearts and our minds to those who are in our everyday lives. I think it's so joyful and so peaceful to be able to give that life and to give that reflection for us to think about. So having opened this video with wanting to share my personal story, I would like to close out this video with asking, have you ever experienced something like this where just every second feels aligned and every minute feels so connected with either yourself or another person or a group of people? What has that experience been like for you? How did it make you feel? Please share with me. Message me, direct message me, email me, whatever you gotta do. I want to know and discover what that has been like for you. And what does home mean to you? I was fortunate enough to be able to find and establish a new sense of home, because before I felt like home was a dwelling that you lay your head and begin and end the day with. But leaving Elrethia's House of Purpose yesterday, feeling so at peace, so safe, so loved, so received, I feel it really transformed what home means to me. Has your definition of home changed for you? Comment down below. Leave a like if you resonated with this message, and share with someone you love, someone you know, so that we can spread this act of kindness, act of service, and opportunity to continue this tradition of sharing our stories, coming together and reflecting on them as a community. With that being said, I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's week, day, and we will see you soon. Peace.